This is how to scale a star to an exact diameter. So here we have a couple of stars that I created. And before we start, there's a couple of things that we need to know. First of all, this method only works if your star is symmetrical, like it is if you made it with the star tool. Second of all, we need to go to our transform panel right here and go to this drop down right here and make sure that align new objects to pixel grid is turned off. This feature needs to be off while you create the star. If it was on while you created the star, this method might not work as well. If your transform panel isn't open, you can go to Window and find it right here. Now with that out of the way, I want to show you a quick tip on how to achieve a specific diameter of a new star that you draw. Because we can go to this star tool right here and we can hold down the Alt key or the Option key on Mac and click one time at the canvas. Here we will get this star pop-up where we can design our star. And here you can define the radius of a new star you draw, with this being the spikes and this one being the inner points right here. And because it's the radius, the diameter will be double this size right here. So let's say I want a star with a radius of 200. I need to put down 100 right here and whatever inner points I want. I like to choose half, so just 50. And you can click OK. And the radius of this star will be exactly 200 pixels. So now what if you already have created the star and you want to scale that star to a specific diameter? For this we need an entirely other method. So let's say we have this star right here, and it could be a detail star like this one or any other kind of star. So let's say this was a detail star. Let's zoom into it. So first we need to find the center of the star, and for this we use the line tool. And you might think that you just go to the middle of the star and find this spot where it says center. But that is actually not the center of the diameter of the star. It is just the center of the high point and the low point right here. But the diameter will go in a circle right here and end something like this point right here. So to find the center of the diameter of the star, we need to use the line tool to draw a line from this anchor point right here to the opposite spike. Make sure you hit the anchor points. Make 3 of these kind of lines. In fact, you could just use 2 lines because these are already crossing the middle, but we're using the third line to double check that it is the correct spot. If the third line doesn't cross the same spot as the 2 other lines, you made something wrong, and it will probably be because you have align new objects to pixel grid turned on while you created the star. So now mine are crossing the exact middle, so this will be the center of the star. And I will just zoom in a little bit more so you can see. And if I select the entire star, you can see that these are crossing the exact same point. Now deselect the star, select the ellipse tool, and go to this exact center point right here where it says intersect. Then click and drag, and then hold down the Alt key or the Option key on Mac to drag it out from the middle, and then also hold down the Shift key to make it a perfect circle. Then drag this circle up all the way to the top until it snaps to this top right here, and then release. So now we have a circle that touches all ends of the star. And it looks like the circle is too small, but the path of the star is just touching the circle right here. So it is correct. And you can see if I change this to a fill, that now it's touching just the circle right here. So now we don't need these lines anymore, so you can just delete those, leaving only the star and the circle. Then select the star and the circle, right click and click Group. And now in the top of the screen where it says width and height, you will see the diameter of the star. And with this chain clicked on right here, you can simply just scale it up and down like you want to. Now I know the diameter of the star is 150 pixels, and when it's scaled to the size that you want, you can simply click Ungroup and delete the circle. And as you can tell if I highlight the star, the diameter of the star is not the same as the width and the height, because neither of these are 150 pixels. But we now know that the diameter of the star is 150 pixels. Now you can hit the like button if you like this video, or you can watch this next video that YouTube recommends for you.